What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter, and today we're going to tackle a real good topic today. I've been asked about this a lot. A lot of people always asking me about this situation. A lot of Twitter mentions, Twitter @, DMs. So I decided today on this Friday we're going to do it. Today's topic is going to be about Joshua Davis, a.k.a. J Loud. A lot of people consider him Lil JoJo best friend. I'm pretty sure we all know who Lil JoJo is. That's the rapper from Chicago who dropped BDK. He was beefing with Chief Keef. He ended up losing his life due to the gun violence. A lot of people consider that the gang war that was going on between the BDs and the GDs might have been the cause of the reason his life was took. The J Loud situation is kind of different though, because a lot of people think he might have died for wearing a JoJoWorld hoodie. So we kind of tackled that. I'm going to kind of tell you what I believe happened, kind of give you some background, and then give you my conclusion on what I feel happened, because his killers was never apprehended. First off, we're going to go J Loud. His name is Joshua Davis, but we're going to go J Loud. He was the best friend of JoJo. Oh, shit. He was the best friend of rapper JoJo, okay? If I'm not mistaken, J Loud and JoJo had a real good relationship. When you go to J Loud Instagram, when you go to his Twitter, he hashtagged these things a lot. He hashtagged 069 a lot, and he hashtagged BS, which is Brick Squad, which lead me to believe that he's a GD, okay? It's wars going on. The GDs are beefing with the BDs on the south side of Chicago. Clearly, you could tell that. But when I studied this case, I wanted to make sure that I was 100% right with this. I didn't want to kind of send you off and give you the fiction story, you know what I'm saying? Or the non-fiction story with a little bit of fiction in it. I don't want to do that. I want to be honest with you guys, because I wasn't there. So I had to study a lot of Chicago newspapers, a lot of articles on the internet. I had to listen to the police scanners, watch the police reports. I interviewed a lot of people from this area. I actually had a chance to interview Lil Mister, who's Brick Squad. I interviewed Smiles, who's Brick Squad. I interviewed Swag De Niro, who's Brick Squad. So I kind of got a small field on this. J Loud, you know, he was also a rapper, okay? And on some of his songs, I heard him dissing ops, okay? So that was another thing that I noticed with him. He was dissing ops. Okay, he was repping these neighborhoods. He was a GD, and he was best friends with JoJo, who ended up losing his life. Okay? So I'm not going to lie. When JoJo dropped BDK, okay, when he dropped this song BDK, that kind of put this neighborhood, you know, in danger, because a lot of the BDs was angry because they didn't just name a set. They named a lot of sets, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like the BDK-GDK war might have targeted this guy too. I'm not sure if he understood that, but I don't really know of him that much. He wasn't really that big, that fame. He kind of rose once he died, because the way he died was crazy. So all I really had to roll with was just this. And this was hard for me to kind of get a feel of what happened to this young man, which means I'm going to have to rely on what happened way more than his background, okay? If I'm not mistaken, I believe sometime in September, JoJo was killed, okay? So I believe JoJo ended up losing his life. JoJo losing his life in September of 2014, okay? All right? The police is claiming that on Christmas, tell me that ain't said. It's motherfuckers out here trying to drill on Christmas. On Christmas, if I'm not mistaken, on Christmas of 2012. The police is alleging that J Loud was on a city bus, okay? I believe the city bus was located on, I believe it was located, hold up, let me look at my little research real quick. Give me a second. I believe he was killed on West 69th Street around 11 p.m., okay? So he was killed on 69th Street at 11 p.m., which means that's like nighttime, okay? It's almost midnight, so he's out here on the city bus. The police is alleging that he had on a JoJoWorld hoodie. Okay? The police is alleging when he got on the bus, he was chilling on the bus, and he ended up getting into an argument, an altercation with a group of people about that hoodie. Okay? He ended up beefing, they ended up arguing. Shorty, fuck, you got that hoodie on, little bitch ass shorty. Shorty on that bitch holding it down. Nigga, JoJoWorld, whatever the fuck. You know, he wasn't scared, he held it down. He stayed on the bus arguing with these guys till he got to his destination. He gets off the bus. They get off the bus. He runs, they run, they chase him, they blick him down. Blick, 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 blick. They blick him down. They chase him, blick, blick, hit him, he fall down. They kill him. Okay? They murder him. I say, damn, this shit crazy. I'm not really sure what's going on, because right here is leading to that hoodie. Okay? So I did more research. I looked at the police reports. I noticed that he has, if I'm not mistaken, a cousin or an uncle, I believe, by the name of Jonathan Moody. His statement in the paperwork kind of stood out to me. I'm not going to lie. He made a statement and it kind of stood out to me. It said that he told J Loud that he should be careful wearing that hoodie. Okay? He said he told him that several times. If you go to J Loud Instagram, you see that he ended up posting, and you go to his Twitter, you see that he ended up posting, I wear my JoJo hoodie anywhere, fuck a op. He posted that December 17. Okay, December 17. He died 8 days later, okay? And that's the thing that kind of threw me off when I found out that this young man ended up dying 8 days later. Sad situation. The more I looked into this, and this might sound crazy because this coincidental like a motherfucker, right? When I looked at J Loud shit, because I didn't have too much to go on, you got to remember, I only heard about his story once he died. I wasn't really paying attention to his music before he passed away. Not saying he was a dope artist, but I just didn't know who he was. So it was hard for me to give you a conclusion on something I just basically heard, even though I didn't just hear about this, but I just heard about it when he died. You know what I'm saying? But the more I do my homework, I realized he was best friends of a guy who was targeted by a lot of BDs. He was rapping neighborhoods that was infamous for being tough. He was a GD, clearly in the game. I heard him in songs dissing the ops, okay? All right? He was killed on Christmas, which means that's personal. Like, who in the fuck is riding around on Christmas trying to kill people, man? Okay? The man died in a neighborhood that's known as JoJoWorld, okay? All right? He argued with a group of people on the bus about this hoodie. They chased him and shot him when he got off the bus, according to the police, okay? So once I did all my research and I did my homework and I realized that his uncle or cousin told him to be careful in them hoodies, man, and told him shit like that, the more I did my research and I looked at it, I come up with the conclusion that, and this might sound crazy, right? Because what kind of hypothetical or shit like this can happen? But I think the same person and the same group of people who killed JoJo killed him. I believe it might be a coincidence, but I believe J Loud ran into the people who killed JoJo. Ain't that crazy? I know that shit might sound wild. You're going to say, man, JoJo had all kind of beefs. He had all kind of enemies. He had all kind of wars. No. This man was killed for wearing that JoJoWorld hoodie. JoJo dropped a BDK song. Don't get me wrong. I think other people would have did something to J Loud. Maybe knuckled him up, stumped him down, did all kind of shit. But the people who hated JoJo is the same people who hated this young man. To want to kill JoJo is the same reason why you want to kill this man for wearing a JoJoWorld hoodie. You don't kill a man for wearing a JoJoWorld hoodie unless you got hate for JoJo. Okay? That's the only shit. It makes the most sense. Why in the fuck would you kill somebody for wearing a JoJoWorld hoodie and you don't know who the fuck JoJo is? This wasn't no regular gang banging shit with some regular BDs who was beefing with JoJo. No. The people who killed J Loud was the group of people who killed JoJo. Now, it might not have been the same exact killers, but they all affiliated with each other. J Loud was targeted and killed the moment they spotted him on the bus wearing that JoJoWorld hoodie. Because when you wear a JoJoWorld hoodie, that hoodie is linked to murders of BDs, even though he didn't do it, but it's been a lot of retaliation in his name. And then the BDs hate the fact that that little man had ended up doing that BDK song where he disrespected all they dead homies and they homies and they crews. JoJo was targeted by a set of BDs. Now, he might have been targeted by all BDs, but it was one specific group of BDs. Maybe they were linked up and clicked up with other people, but the people who targeted JoJo targeted J Loud. And it's just a coincidental that he bumped into him on the bus. But it be like that, you know? It be wild like that, in my opinion. I don't think this is an opinion of caught lacking. Yeah, I think he was caught lacking because he was on the bus wearing a hoodie, but I think it was bigger than that. I think J Loud ran into Lil JoJo enemies. The same people who had something to do with him losing his life, I believe are the same people that had something to do with J Loud losing his life, in my opinion. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter. Remember, I don't need any donations from you. If you want to support me, lift your hand up. Hit the like button, because when you do that, it make my videos grow and a lot of people be able to see them. Also, while you're doing it, hit the subscribe button. We can grow together. It's the homie Truth.